Here's a simple English sentence that describes this image. The family was walking together. But what happens when we want to expand this sentence? You see, in order to expand this sentence, we need to use one of the 5 methods. And these are the methods that we are going to learn about in this English video lesson. This video lesson is being brought to you by the Speak English with Tiffani Academy. It is the #1 online English academy for intermediate and advanced English learners. If you want to join and become a member of this academy, click the link in the description below. All right, let's jump right in. Method 1, relation to you. All right, so for the first method, what we need to do is realize that this method focuses on how the sentence actually relates to your own personal experience or experiences. So, for example, if we're looking at this picture on the right side, we can see that there are 4 different people in this picture. We see a mom, a daughter, a dad, and even a son. And it looks like they are playing together and spending time together. So if we're going to make a sentence about this entire situation, it would look something like this. The little children are playing with their parents. And that would be the simple English sentence. However, since we're trying to connect it to our personal experiences, we need a way to do this. And that's where we have A, B, and C. So this is what happens. For the first way we can do this, we can say, when I look at ... I am reminded of ... Now don't worry, I'm going to explain exactly using a real example how to use these patterns, okay? Next, for letter B, we can say, ... reminded or reminds me of how ... And finally, ... makes me think of ... So you'll notice that we have a lot of ... but that is just the area where we're going to enter the information, okay? All right, so let's see this in a real example. Here we go. So again, our initial sentence is, the little children are playing with their parents, all right? So for letter A, we have this right here. When I look at ... I am reminded of ... So what we need to do is figure out, how do we take the original, bring it here, and then add that and take it and make a longer English sentence. So let's look at the sentence now. Here we go. When I look at, remember this is part of the pattern, the little children playing with their parents. So again, that's part of the original sentence that we have at the bottom, the original simple sentence, okay? I am reminded of, so again, that's part of the pattern that we have from over here. And now we have the new portion. How I used to play with my parents as a child. So again, this is giving us an opportunity to talk about our own personal experience from when we were a child, playing with our parents and even playing with our siblings, okay? So again, you'll notice the person just told about their personal experience and added it to this initial or original sentence, okay? All right, letter B. Now, letter B is ... reminded or reminds me of how ... So again, our initial or original sentence is right here. So we're going to see how if we take this, we add it to this, add them both up and bring them over here to get the new longer sentence. So here we go. The little children are playing with their parents. So again, that's the original short and simple sentence. And it reminds me of how. Again, that's now our new pattern that we're adding. And now the next part is the new part. I used to run and play with my parents many years ago. So again, in talking about your experience, You said what happened and who was involved, okay? So again, who? You were with your parents and you guys were playing together when you were a child, but you also gave some more details. You said that it was many years ago. So again, separately, these are two very simple sentences, but when you combine them, so you have simple plus simple equals complex or a long sentence, which is what we are learning, okay? All right, very good. So let's move on to letter C. All right, letter C says, makes me think of, okay? Remember, relation to you, all right? So again, the original sentence right here, and then we're going to take this, add it here, add that, and bring it over here. All right, so the little children playing with their parents, again, the original sentence, makes me, okay? Makes me think of, okay? And now the new part. All of the Sundays I used to play with my parents outside as a child. So again, it's bringing to mind one of your personal memories from when you were a child and you used to play with your parents on Sundays. Okay, so again, you've added two simple sentences and made them one complex long English sentence. All right, great job. Now, method 2. Add facts or observations. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Now for method 2, this method helps you make longer English sentences by focusing on expanding the specific details or information. All right, so again, we have specific details or information. So our picture we see it right here. It looks like two people sitting down together just enjoying a meal. So our simple sentence, as you will see on the bottom, gives us some basic information about this image. And the sentence is, the couple is eating dinner together. Very simple and easy to understand. Now, we want to, once again, expand the details or information. So this is how we're going to do this. There are 3 different ways right here. Here we go. Use 3 extra adjectives. And remember, the word adjective is just a descriptive word, okay? Just a descriptive word describing something in more detail, okay? Descriptive word, all right? Then we have describe the situation or the scene. For example, where are they? What's going on exactly, okay? And finally, pick one part and expound upon it, okay? So maybe you want to pick the couple, or maybe you want to pick the dinner, or maybe you want to pick the fact that they are together. You choose one part to expound or expand upon, okay? All right, so let's go to the next screen and see this actually in an example, okay? Here we go. All right, so letter A is use 3 adjectives, all right? 3 extra adjectives. Now, again, the initial sentence is right here. The couple is eating dinner together. So we're going to take this, bring it on up here, add it to that, and then bring it on over here for our longer sentence. So the initial sentence is the couple is eating, and then we're going to skip to the bottom, dinner together. Why did we skip? Because in the middle, we have the 3 extra adjectives. And again, we've chosen 3 adjectives to describe the dinner, okay? Which made our sentence longer, all right? Now, if we look at letter B, this says describe the situation or the scene, okay? Remember in the previous screen, I said you guys can describe what is actually going on here. Where are they, okay? All right, so again, original sentence, the couple is eating dinner together. We're going to take this, bring it on up here, add it to that, and then bring it on over here. So the initial sentence is right at the beginning. The couple is eating dinner together. Then we add in what seems to be an expensive and popular restaurant. So the new information is actually expensive and popular restaurant. Why? Because we've explained the situation or the scene. However, look at this right here, in what seems to be. Now, we use this pattern when we're speaking about something that we are making an assumption about, okay? Making an assumption, or we are guessing, okay? We don't know for sure if the restaurant is expensive, but it looks like that. In our point of view, as we see it, it looks one way, okay? So again, you are just sitting there. Let's put this guy right here. He is guessing what he thinks is going on in that picture, okay? All right, and letter C, here we go. Pick one part and expound upon it, all right? So again, the original sentence is, the couple is eating dinner together. We're going to grab that, bring it on up, add that, and bring it on over. So the initial sentence is, the couple is eating dinner. And then next we have, all alone at the restaurant without their friends. Okay, well, you see we've added this, all alone, and we said without their friends. So again, we're expounding. Now, you see right here, it says the couple is eating dinner together. Well, that means that no one else is with them. So what we did was we just added some more facts. Well, their friends aren't there, and they are all alone. Okay? All right, great job. So method number 3, 3 reasons. Okay, 3 reasons. So what you can do for this one is, here we go. By focusing on the reasons behind the sentence or situation in the sentence, you can actually make the sentences longer. I'm going to give you 3 different ways of doing this, okay? 3 different reasons, all right? So again, in this situation, we see that there is a woman and there's a man in the center, and there's also another woman on the right side, and it looks like they are talking to each other, okay? They're talking about something that is going on. Let's close that up right there, all right? So the sentence is, they are having a long discussion. All right, very simple sentence. So looking at this method, we have A, B, and C right here. So we can use because, since, and in order to. All right. So again, you can choose whether you add 1, 2, or 3 reasons to your sentence. I'm going to show you examples that actually only include 1 reason, but what I'm going to do is show you how to use 3 different words or patterns to express the reasons. So let's jump right in. Here we go. The first one is letter A, because. All right. Okay. So again, we have our initial or original sentence. They are having a long discussion. We're going to bring that up here, and we're going to use because. So again, our initial sentence is, they are having a long discussion. And then we have because right here. And now we're going to add our reason, what we think is the reason for their discussion. They want to figure out what caused the problem earlier. Okay, so again, what happens? We have the original sentence. Remember, we used the blue right there. We have the original sentence, plus we have the word or the pattern, right? The word or pattern. The pattern will come up in our next example. And then finally, we have the new information or the reason, okay? So this makes our sentence even longer, all right? Okay, so letter B. Letter B is since, okay? We're going to use the word since, all right? So again, we have our sentence down here. They are having a long discussion. We're going to take it from here, bring it up here, and add that, and bring it on over here. And we're going to start with that word, since, which just means because or as a result, okay? And then we're going to add our sentence, but our sentence is going to be at the end. They're having a long discussion, which means our reason can be found in the middle, like a sandwich. So for this one, we changed the order. We added the what? The first part is going to be the word. I'm just going to put W. And then to the word, we added our reason, which is the R. And then finally, we added the original sentence. Going to put original, so OS, original sentence. All right. And what happened? This made a longer sentence. Okay. All right. And finally, letter C. Let's go to letter C. It says in order to. Okay. In order to. Again, a very good expression and pattern for you guys to know. Again, the initial or the original was they are having a long discussion. We're going to bring that up here, add that, and bring it on over here, okay? So we have they are having a long discussion, and then we have in order to, and finally the new information. Figure out the schedule for their big event, okay? So again, that's the reason I chose. Now, you can add more than one reason. Let me show you how to do that. So this is the reason I gave. That's reason 1. But let's say we wanted to add 2 more reasons to make this sentence even longer. So the second reason I could say is make the budget. Okay, remember budget just refers to the amount of money that is needed. Okay, make the budget. And finally, we could say create a guest list. Okay, so create a guest list. Now, these may be some of the reasons why these individuals are having a discussion. Now, if I add these 2 reasons, I'll put an and right here, and this is what the sentence will sound like. They are having a long discussion in order to figure out the schedule for their big event, make the budget, and create a guest list. Okay, so I gave 1, 2, and 3 reasons to make a longer sentence. All right, great job. So moving on to method 4. Your or others' opinion. All right, so this method helps you to make longer English sentences by focusing on your opinion or the opinion of others on the topic or subject matter. So for example, in this image, we see that there's a man and it seems like he's sitting at a desk working on a computer, okay? So our sentence could be, he is working at his computer. And that's true because again, the man is doing what? Working on his computer. Very simple sentence. Now again, we want to make this longer and our opinion is important. So what we have for this one is 3 different ways to express your opinion or the opinion of others. Okay, so again, in my opinion, however, in light of ... I think, and many people believe that, okay? All right, so let's jump into letter A. Here we go. Letter A says, again, in my opinion. All right, so for the initial sentence we have, once again, he is working hard at his computer. We're going to take this, add it up here, and then add in my opinion and bring it over here. So for this one, if you decide to use in my opinion, you're going to bring it to the front, in my opinion. Then you're going to add the original sentence. He is working hard at his computer. And then now add the new information. Now, because his boss reprimanded him yesterday after the meeting. Okay? Again, this is your opinion. Okay? Real quick. Reprimanded. I want to explain what this word means. Reprimanded. All right. Reprimanded just means to scold. Okay. To scold. So I want you to think about a situation where a boss has given his employees something to do, but the employees don't do it. So of course, the boss is very, very angry, right? The boss may start yelling at his employees. So he is scolding them or reprimanding them. Okay. So again, in my opinion, I think the reason he's working hard now is because he was reprimanded yesterday. Just my opinion. All right. Okay. Now letter B. Letter B says, however, in light of, I think. Okay. So again, here's the sentence. He is working hard at his computer. we're going to take this, bring it up here, add this portion, and then bring it over here. And here's what it looks like. However, in light of. Okay, so before we continue, I want to explain this right here. In light of, okay? So this means to take something into consideration, okay? To take something into consideration, okay? Into consideration. It means whatever decision you are going to make or whatever opinion you are forming, this thing has an effect on that viewpoint, okay? All right, so let's continue. In light of the fact that he is working at his computer. Again, that's the original sentence. Now we have new information. I think. Oh, one more time. This is part of the pattern. So let's add the yellow, okay? Now let's keep going. He will do a good job on the next project too. All right, so this has become our brand new sentence. We used both of these patterns that are found in this example, and then we added the old or original sentence, and also we have the new information. Okay, good job. All right, letter C. Let's keep going to letter C. Here we go. Many people believe that. Again, now we're introducing other people's opinion, okay? All right, so again, the original sentence is, he is working hard at his computer. We're going to take that, bring it up here, add that, and then bring it over right here. All right, so we have right here, many people believe that. And again, this just represents the opinion of many people, okay? So if you know the opinion of many people and what they're saying about this person or this situation, you can use it right here, okay? So again, many people believe that, now we have the original, he is working hard at his computer, and now the new information, because he wants to impress the new manager. Again, this is just representing the opinion of many people, okay? This is how you can make your sentence longer. All right, great job. Okay, method 5. Use the 5 W's method. Now, if you've never heard of the 5 W's method, you can hit the link in the top right corner of your screen. But I'll explain it a little bit more here. Here we go. This method helps you make longer English sentences by focusing on the 5 W's method. Who, what, when, where, and why, okay? So again, our sentence right here says, the man was explaining how to use the computer. All right, so we do see the man right here, and it looks like he is talking to this woman. And we do see the computer right here. So it's easy to say that he's explaining how to use it. Now, with this method, there's only one letter. Who, what, when, where, and why. So let's see how this actually turns our basic sentence into a longer sentence. So here's what we're going to do. So again, right here, we have all of the 5 W's. We're going to take this initial sentence, bring it up here, add those, and bring it over here. Now, let's underline the information that has been added, okay? So we have the man wearing a black tie was explaining in detail how to use the new office computer on the desk this morning because she was a new employee. So let's see. This is describing who. Very good. Now we have this part right here, explaining in detail. That is, let's use a different color. This is what. We're explaining in detail what he's doing. Then office computer on the desk. Now we have where, okay? We know it's in the office, okay? Morning, we have when. And finally, we have why. She was a new employee. So again, now that we have all of the 5 W's, we have a longer English sentence. Our initial short sentence has now become a very long English sentence. All right, great job. Now, remember, this video was brought to you guys by the Speak English with Tiffani Academy. And if you want to learn more English and improve your English ability, click the link in the description below and you can continue to study with me. Remember to keep studying English and watch the next video. I'll talk to you next time.